Hey, what's up guys, welcome back to another video. In today's video I have a really simple progression for you guys to use on the outside bets. So it's basically a 2 1 2 3 4 5 etc. As we get it started, I'll show you how it works. It's very simple, anyone can do it. So on your bet selection, you can make your bet selection on the outside bet. It's basically up to you. You can bet on the last outcome, which is a red, or you can go opposite and go black, or you can play high, low, even, odd. It's totally up to you. But I'm just going to stick to one color. So let's say red was our last outcome. I'm just going to stick with red. So on step 1, our base bet is 2 units. So we place 2 units on red. This is step 1. We're playing for 1 unit profit. And we have a win. So step 2, it's 1 unit, which is half of our base bet. Our base bet is 2 units. Half of that is going to be 1 unit. So this is step 2. We're playing for 3 units profit. And we lose on step 2. So we move back to step 1. Our base bet is 2 units. We're playing for 3 units profit. And we have a win. So now we're playing for 4 units profit. We move to step 2, which is half of our base bet. And we win on step 2. Our new target is now 5 units profit. We're already up at 4. So we move to step 3, which is 2 units. That's also our base bet. Step 1 and step 3 is our base bet. And step 2, it's half of our base bet. So we have a win on step 3. We are now up at 6 units. So our new target is going to be 7 units. So we won on step 3. We can either do two things. We can restart at step 1 with our base bet at 2 units, or we can go at step 4, which is 3 units, and go on from there. So let's try moving to step 4, which is just increasing 1 to our bet. So we're looking for 7 units profit, and we're on step 4. Now I recommend that you restart at step 1 with the base bet of 2 units, but let's continue so I can show you how the steps work. It's all depending on your bankroll, the size of your bankroll, and how far you want to take it to. But I'm starting this progression, this strategy, with a 400 unit bankroll. So let's go for it. So this is step 4. You just basically added 1 unit. So we lose on step 4. When we lose on step 4, we go back to step 1. Our base bet is 2 units. So we're looking for 7 units profit. We have a win. Step 1. Step 2, it's half of our base bet. And step 3, it's our base bet again of 2 units. 7 units is our target. So we have a win on step 3. We are up to 8 units profit. We are looking for 9 units profit. So again, we can either restart at step 1, or we can continue to step 4 and go for a higher profit. So we're going to continue to step 4. I recommend that you restart at step 1, but for this video, I'm just going along at step 4 to show you guys if you do decide you want to make a faster profit. So this is step 4, using 3 units. And we win on step 4. So we are now up at 11 units profit. So again, it's up to you if you want to continue to move to step 5, which is just adding 1 more unit and continue from there. But as when you have a loss on any steps, you go back to step 1, which is your base bet of 2 units. So if you want to risk it to make a faster profit, it's up to you. So it's 11 units profit. We're just playing for 12 units. So let's continue. This is step 5. And we lose on step 5. So we go back to step 1, which is 2 units. Our target is 12 units profit. So let's restart. Now we're down at 7 because we went up to step 5 and we had bet 4 units, but we lost. So that's the risk you're gonna have to take if you decide to move up in the steps. So if you don't want to restart and want to go for the kill for the bigger profit, it's totally up to you. So we have a win on step 1. We move to step 2. Step 2, it's always half of our base bet. And we lose on step 2. We move back to step 1. So we have a win on step 1. We move to step 2. And we lose step 2. That takes us back again to step 1. But winning step 1 and losing step 2, it's still going to be 1 unit in profit because we're winning the double unit bet and losing the single unit bet. So we're still 1 unit going up every time. So we won 2 here. Our second step is 1 unit. So if we lose here, it's still going to be in profit of 1 unit. And we lose. Takes us back to step 1. Right, so we have a win on step 1. We move to step 2, half of our base bet. So we are up at 13 units. We were playing for 12 units. We had 12 units before I started this step 2. So, but never mind that. We're up at 13 units. So we're going to restart at step 1. Or if you want to go at step 3 and play for the streak. So in this case, guys, we're up 13 units. I'm just going to show you again. Let's go to step 3, which is also a base bet. Let's see if we're going to get a streak. Our target is 14 units profit. And we lose. So therefore, we have to go back to step 1, which is 2 units. And now that we lose on step 1, our initial base bet is 2 units. So all we're going to do is we're going to rebet. And we're going to add that 2 units. So our base bet now becomes 4 units. So this is still step 1. We're playing for 14 units profit. And we have a win. It's still not at 14 units profit. We're back at 13. You can restart if you're breaking even. It's totally up to you. But I'm just going to show you. So our base bet was 4 units. Half of 4 units is going to be 2 units. This is our step 2, second step. And we have a win. We were playing for 14 units profit. We are now up at 15 units. So now our base bet being 4 units, I highly recommend that you restart at 2 units as your base bet because you're in profit. You made your target you were looking for. You're looking for 14 units profit. You are up 15. So I highly recommend that you restart. Don't continue with the base bet of 4 units because if you lose on step 1 again, you're going to have to add an additional 2 units. And if you lose again, let's say you have a bad streak of 5 losses in a row, you're going to keep having to add 2 units to your base bet. So the safest thing to do is to restart from step 1 using our initial base bet, which is 2 units. So we're going to restart. We're at 15 units profit. Our new target is going to be 16 units. So let's have a spin. This is spin 1. And we have a hit on spin 1. So we're up at 17 units profit. So we're going for step 2. We're looking for 18 units profit. And we have a hit on step 2. We go to step 3. Our new target is now 19 units. And we have a hit on step 3. So again, you can either restart or you can go for the kill if you think it's going to be a streak of red. So in this case, let's try going for the kill. So this is step 4. We just increase 1 unit from every step we go up here. And so if we go to step 5, 6, 7, we just keep on adding 1 unit to our base bet. So we are up at step 4 here. We are playing for 21 units profit. That's our new target. And we lose. The streak ended. So we're going to restart. Step 1. Our target is 21 units. We have a win. We move to step 2, which is half of our base bet. So we lose on step 2. We move back to step 1. And we have a hit on step 1. So we can go to step 2, half of our base bet. Lose on step 2. Takes us back to step 1. And we lose on step 1, so now we have to add 2 units to our base bet. Our base bet is now 4 units. Still on step 1, looking for 21 units profit. And we have a hit. We check our profits. We made our target of 21 units. Remember, I told you guys when your base bet start increasing, when you start adding 2 units to your base bet, I highly recommend that you restart at your initial base bet of 2 units. So our new target is 22 units. And we have a hit. Our profit is 23 units. We're looking for 24 units, so we're going to continue to step 2. Looking for 24 units profit. We have 24 units. Our new target is going to be 25 units profit. So we're going to continue at step 3. But here is what you can do when you're on step 3. So we lose on step 3, which is great. So I can show you guys. Now that you have a loss on step 3, you can play it as if you were on step 1. So just go straight to step 2, which is 1 unit. And we lose again, so therefore we have no other choice but to move back to step 1. So we just try to save ourselves from increasing on the base bet of 2 units, but we are having a streak of black, so there's no way that we could avoid that. So now that we lose on step 1, we add 2 units. The main idea is try to protect our bankroll. For this video I'm using a 400 unit bankroll. So that's our main goal, to protect our bankroll and make profits also. So but we're not going to risk our bankroll to go for high profits and lose our bankroll. That's never an option. So we lose there on step 1. We add 2 units. Our base bet is now 6 units. Our target is 25 units profit. So we have a hit on step 1. We move to step 2. Our base bet being 6 units. Half of our base bet is 3 units. This is step 2. So we are up at 24 units, sorry. So now that we have won step 2, we have to move to step 3, which is our base bet of 6 units. Remember, we're just playing for 25 units is our target. And we have a hit. So we were looking for 25 units profit, and we are now up at 30 units profit. So you can see, guys, the amount of losses that you had. You didn't have to use a $2,000 bankroll or 2,000 unit bankroll as you would have to do with martingale, where you double up every time you lose. So it's just you wait for the streaks. If you have 3 in a row, like we had 3 red there, you would fully recover. If you're having a streak of losing on all the steps of 1, you just keep adding 2 units. You know, you just gotta play responsibly. If you're having a run where you're getting a lot of zeros on the wheel, try not to play on those type of wheels where you see a lot of zeros. And look for you check the last 100 outcomes. You look at it and you see if there's a red black sequence playing more, or if there's a streaks, if there's a lot of red in clumps, or if there's a lot of black in clumps, and you can make your bet selection based on that. I just sat on red for this entire video, so it's up to you whatever you decide to choose as your bet selection. But that's basically how the progression works. It's 2 1 2. That's step 1 2 3, and from step 4 go up. You just add 1 unit. But that's if you want to go for the kill. Let's say you have a streak of 10 numbers in red, 10 red numbers. Then if you continue your streak, then you're gonna profit more, obviously, but you're taking the risk of having a higher target to make back if you do lose, you know. So we have made 30 units profit. So I think you guys have a pretty clear idea how simple, how easy it works, and I hope you guys have fun with it. Please play responsibly, and I'll see you on the next video, guys. Thanks for watching.